It is literally our jobs as artists to chronicle and document society in its form and shape that is honest to us. This is actually now the most perfect time to document your experience and your point of view so that, if we do have life in whatever number of years, it lets at least cinema, I'll specifically speak to cinema. It's a relatively young art form. We've only had films for like 100 and some odd years of this history, whereas painting has been around a much longer, sculpting has been around much longer, where we have, a breadth of history of the different types of people who can create. Whereas now, as film, and television, we are at a relatively early history of its creation. So it's so important that we chronicle and document and share and be representative of our stories, because that's going to set the trend for the next 100 years of what types of stories get made. It's so important that we sit down and look at the world and say, what types of stories do I want to tell? I think it's so important for us to really unpack our own personal stuff, because I think some of the most honest and real stories come from at least a seed of who we are. And ultimately, that's what we're still doing with art, whether it's painting, sculptures, film, TV. We're ultimately really trying to get people to watch. And the hope is for them to then be inspired to then go do something, whether that's for them to change their perspective about queerness. If we see more people on screen, more people might be empathetic to the experiences that people have to navigate.